Okay, hello everyone. For this video today we're gonna look for the details from the source to we're gonna convert them, but let's see what we are talking about. You can see I'm talking about these things from source vbsp to source 2. Also the fading for them, you can notice they are so much fading. You can set the fade thing, but I'm gonna give you some example for this. I also need the blue since joining the for the showing. The map still is not compiled full, so the things are a bit weird looking. But here's a red team. I'm gonna select the red team. Also in here and here. Now let's go to Team Fortress 2. Alright. Swing off the hill. Oh, sniper. There's so much things opened in my computer right now, it's making so horrible PSS. You can see the vanishing effect in here too. Like the Team Fortress 2, we have got the same scripts, but these are not moving. Let me back to the Half-Life Alex one for quick look. Okay, let's see. You can see these are moving. Also we're gonna go for this too. Lovely. So let's the thing again. So this is source 2-1 fading and we're fading, and that's gonna be the Team Fortress 2-1. You can see the differences like this. Okay, if you ask how we gonna do them, I think you're wondering. Okay, let's see. Let me close the. Where is the V console? Okay. Open the V console. Oh, it's opened. Okay, let's disconnect from this. So let's go to the desktop. So this is in the hammer. Also you can see the effect in here too. Fade, not fade. Okay, when we press these things, you can see it's a world model. Yeah, but detail geometry is selected, so it's not important for the pre-computing light. Also the render profile is set to the fade. I go with the 1200 because the source one default value for the vbsp is that. So when we go on this, first we need to understand what's vbsp in the source one, right? Okay, this file is a vbsp in the source one. It's auto compile if your map set it to like this. We will see an error in here. Let me show it. But anyway, if you go to the map profiles, if you press it in the source one, this is not a red, but in here it's a red. because source 2 doesn't support the scripting vbsp details. Yeah, you need to convert it to the normal models like here. But here's the detail vbsp and here's the material of it. So we know them, right? But that's not enough. For vbsp, the things are using like this blend ground grass 007, for example, in this ground, using in the, let me see, where was it, nature. Okay, let's go to materials, nature, blend grass 7. Where is that? Yes, you can see there is no detail or normal one. No detail means vbsp ignore it, so we're gonna check for the normal one. When you open it with the vtf edit, let's open it, the code is like this. You can see detail type. You see this? This is important because we're gonna use this. How we gonna use this? Let's see. I'm gonna type this to here. This is low one. Let me go to the upper. This is temperature one, low destiny one. It is the here. This is the code we are looking. This is what we are looking. It's generate from this. Also, we need to check for the texture of this thing. The texture of the details in the source, it's on the detail. We're gonna looking for the train yard. It's here. We're gonna open this. Something like that. Transparent, no cool, because of course no cool. Let's open in the source too. Not yet. I will come in the next part of this video. Transparent, of course. Why it's transparent? Let me show it. This script using a multiple parts of this thing. 1 minute, I'm gonna open this in the photo editing software. Okay, we back with the open it with the Photoshop. So this is our texture, right? If you open this as an alpha layer of the TJ, I exported as a TJ from the VTF edit, you can see this contains difference of them. You can see this is our transparent. We need to separate export them from each other to search to can use it. I will become for this later. Let's make it lower. Okay, so far so good, right? Now we're gonna go 3D Max. We need a 3D Max for this and the Wallworm, of course. But let me go for this before open them. Render setup. Okay, Quicksilver render is nice. Goes for the texture we're gonna use. Alright, now we're gonna go to Wallworm. We can do the two methods, but if you go import VMF directly to the 3D Max, you will waste your 2 days or more because it's gonna generate manually complete the map. I don't suggest that. Instead of importing the complete the VMF to 3D Max and after then importing the VBSP directly to it, we're gonna go for the import VBSP file. Okay, it's gonna run the vbsp importer, so we're gonna need to give our detail path, the tf. Okay, now we're gonna browse for the detail. Our detail is train yard. We are going to convert that, and the texture of ours is this. So I'm gonna disable this too, not gonna touch anything else there. Now I'm gonna go for the pairs and import. Okay, it's imported, you can see, but don't get so excited. We're not gonna work from them yet. Let's open the slate materials, and you can see instance it's completely get to the path, but we don't want all the path. I'm gonna delete this because we're gonna exporting to this to search to using the only this path. Don't forget this is so important, like I said. So this needs some materials, right? So I already separated the opacity and the normal texture. This is normal texture, diffuse color I mean. So I'm gonna give this to diffuse color. Right, you can see it's changed. And after that I'm gonna give this, yes, this to detail here. Alright, opacity. Now you can see it's translucent now. Now I'm gonna get material from Sugin. I'm gonna click this. Okay, so far so good. So I'm gonna instance. Okay, so I'm gonna delete all of the things. Also I'm gonna show it why it's am I deleting, because first we didn't give the materials, it's importing broken, you can see. Alright, so let's clean them. Alright, so let's parse and import again. Oops. Okay, let's see again. Oh, not gonna touch it, sorry, I did it wrongly, sorry, my bad. Let's, before the rename it, we don't gonna touch it. 1 minute, let's go again. Alright, let's give it a diffuse, let's give it a opacity again. Okay, let's type it reset. Let me select again. The path is wrong. TF. Alright. Okay, the old path is here. Disable this and this and action. It's get it. You can see the materials in there this time. Alright, let's continue. So let's check it. Look at this, we can see everything is correct right now. Now it's did it correct. So when I press them, it directly show me which one is the which one. So we're gonna use this one because we want that one, because our texture wants this. Let me see. No, not this one, this one. It wants TF forest grass. TF forest grass. Okay, we have got a match, right? So I'm gonna select this and select the opposite of them, and gonna delete them and select the all and position them 0 0 0. Alright, we are ready to export these things one by one. Okay, so also let me show you something. Oops, I pressed the wrong thing. I want the Gimp Explorer instead of it. Okay. Okay, it's opened in the different Gimp. Okay, there you can see the groups and the main. The groups are mean these things. You can see group 1. Group 1 includes these 6 models. Group 2 includes these 2 models, and group 3 and 4 is empty. So we don't gonna use them. Important things are here, right? Right. Also, if you press the groups, you can see exactly what they are. Also, they flashing when you pressing them too. All right. Also, you can edit from the details. So what we gonna do next? We're gonna hide these things. Also, we're gonna select them, yeah, and hide them. Now it's ready to export. You can see our data looks very good. So I'm gonna export it. Don't rig them, never rig them, directly to game. So game is here. Gonna go for Dmx. I already exported, but do you want me to replace it? I'm gonna say yes, but I'm not gonna export it. But it needs to be key value to 22 version of the Dmx, and that's it. And you export it, and you're done. Okay, but I forget to edit before you export. If you remember what I said for the texture names, don't forget to edit this thing. You're gonna delete here. You're gonna delete here. Why we are going to do this? Because the search tool won't get it. You need to give the full path in the Dmx file like this. Alright, so after that you can export it. So when you finish this and export it to the source tool, you're gonna go for the modeldoc, for example. Alright, if it wants to open it, I'm gonna show it. Alright, the modeldoc is opened, and here. So let's open the 5 of them. Your modeldoc file needs to be like this. The model itself, the static prop of it, the prop static, that's it. You don't need anything else. But for the texture part, let's see the texture editor. Where is my texture editor? Oh, material editor. Oh. Okay, let me show it the detail. You can see detail is here. Alright, It seems to be complex. Render back faces. The diffuse color goes to here, and your truth length with the selected truth length, I mean alpha test, goes there like this, and it needs to be unit because source one using a unit. Let me show it. You can see unit generic unit. That's why no call is render back faces, and it's using alpha reference 04. It's using a true set. Damn, I pressed the wrong one. I made my it make me see my mistake. So let's fix it. Let's go to true length instead of that. Alright, so there is a alpha test reference, but if I select the normally I cannot select. Oh, that's why I selected alpha test reference is 04. That's why I didn't select in here true length. Oh, I remember it. So when you're doing the alpha test version, you go for this, but you can go to also truth length, whatever you want. I think I'm gonna go, I will fix it later to truth length. So that's not important for it. So after we need to do the foliage animation, like the moving the other Half-Life Alyx detail props. I'm gonna selecting the wind and hand interaction in here and scroll down the foliage animation. You can see there is some parameters is changed in here. You can see set to the whatever you want. Digital motion, track back with the hand interaction, bench position, and this collide with the XZ plane, and little bit track deflection animation for that. Then others we fine. It's changing to the, let me show it. You can see it's stopping when you changing. You can change the whatever you want for this or this, but I go for the Half-Life Alyx deflute ones. You can do whatever you want in here. Also in the attributes, select the word foliage for the it's make the hammer recognize it as a foliage. I hope I'm reading that correct. So after you done all of your props, we're gonna go to the hammer. So how do you make it like this, so much of them? You're going to select asset spray tool. Okay, you're gonna manually add them with the magnitude glass. Gonna select them. Wallworm mine is, and also select this. You can select the multiple, but I'm gonna select the one. You can see the options in here, and also we have got a count options. You can select the whatever you want, how much you're gonna spray them in here. So but here's the important part. How do you set it? I use it the Notepad++ for the seeing the configuration for them. You can save your presents and load the presents in here. So the present saving is a spray dot. I mean, I rename mine like this. So this is the first element of it. This doesn't using a groups as a here like the first vbsp technology in the source one, but this source 2 not using that one. Okay, you can see I bit terrorized because I could not use the reference information in the internet. So this is my knowledge. Take it for your own risk, but I did like this. Let me show it. So let's go to the model 1, right? The model 1 is we exported first one. I check it for the texture calibration and I find the Wallworm 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is accurate to the 1 to 6. I mean, it goes like that. It won't broke the anything. So we don't need this because it's for the making the model itself. We don't gonna use them. We only looking this and this. You can also do reference for the Valve developer net for the vbsp things in typing in here. So let's go to the minimum maximum density, if I can read them. Also there's the alpha one. Okay, let's start with the alpha. The alpha is the choosing one, I mean dominating one. If the alpha for the group lower, that group have got a lower chance to generate the other group. So I'm gonna use it as a calculation at the later on the spray. I'm gonna taking with the density like here. Let me show it. Go to the Half-Life Alex again, the hammer. So color the brush settings. Let's load our brush. Okay, the count mule, it says I fill it with this amount. I base it from vbsp amount to the minimum maximum density. I type it like that. So it's working as a spray. It's working great. So let's continue the other option, scale option, the split random scale. So if you give the 0 directly, your scripts models so lower sized, very small sized. So you don't want that. So we starting from the 1 instead of the 0 I give it like this because the original one saying 0 is the scale. So I'm continue to do not like that, the everyone. I'm not gonna touch it, the angels, because there is no need to be touching in here the angels. So it's making a randomize when you spray it. And when you come to the latest model, I don't want that. Okay, the latest ones is here. Okay, you can give the only 001 1 2 but script scale data orientation I could not find it in here. Data orientation makes the scripts can be possible by the camera in the source one. When you're looking, the scripts turning your looking way, always movable. So in the source 2 you don't need it, I guess, because it's making auto when something is looking always to you when you checking. Also you can use the Valve developer net in here for the extra information from the vbsp files meaning. But basically we are looking for in here amount, alpha, density. Yeah, you can calculate the density, but in the same thing you don't need the density in here because you are only using the one detail category in this for the one material, but you can generate lots of them for different and different. But for the basic information, you can base the amount and the scale in here. We all need this. So let's back to the our hammer editor. You can see after them we typing them, you can see every options to the closest to the vbsp, like I said. So we are ready to paint this thing. Let me if I can find an empty spot. Let me see. This map is so okay, here's the empty spot. So in here, how much props randomly generated? So I'm setting to the 25 to 50 for demonstration. The spacing between the props, you can select the more or low. I'm gonna go make it leave it default, and it's gonna brush it, but it's gonna froze to the bit because it's gonna try to brush more of it. You can see it's painting like this. Okay, when you go to the last ones, you can see the painting ones like this, but this thing is painting directly, not detail prop. You need to select the detail prop or it will counting as a lightning, and you don't want that as a lightning calculation because it's gonna be nightmare in the VRAT calculation. So I suggest pick this detail geometry. Also, if you want the fade them, you need to change the fade scale. You can select whatever you want. My normal ones, let me see, $1,200. In the source one using like that, and it will look like this when you go away, but you can make it the set the higher or the lower levels. Okay, but also the interesting thing, if you change to the directly the prop detail, it won't work. Don't change it to the prop detail to this, it won't render. I tested so much, it never works. But if someone make it works, please type it in the comments. It will be awesome to see. But when you enter the prop detail, it's only showing like this. But sadly this thing is never worked. Well, basically this is the all you need to know about them for the basic information and the conversation. If you have got more questions, you can type it in the comments. I will try to answer them as I can. Thank you for watching. Please consider to subscribe our channel because I really need this stage, because YouTube doesn't like me, even disabled my video chapters. If you consider to donate, you are awesome. You can donate as a become a channel membership, and we have got offers for that. Thank you for watching. Please like it if you like, and see you next time in other animation or tutorial. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.